Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Hi, I'm Blaine Smith, the Executive Director of Team Red, White, and Blue, and I wanted to take a minute just to welcome you on board and let you know that we're proud to have you as a new member of our team. This short video is a way for us to give you an idea of what you can expect from your experience at Team Red, White, and Blue, and also what we expect from you in return. Something that's really, really important to the fabric of our organization is our Eagle ethos. It's just 6 words, but they mean a lot to us, and they guide us in all we do. Those 6 words: passion, positivity, people, commitment, camaraderie, and community are more than just organizational values. They're what we're all about and what we strive to work for in all of our programs and in every single one of our interactions. The next thing I want you to know is that we are an inclusive organization by design. We're open to veterans of all eras, of all ages, branches of service, combat experience, as well as active duty service members, their families, their friends, and just supportive members of the community that come out and take part in our mission. Every single person is important to what we do. All are welcome, and we look forward to seeing you all out there.
All right, good evening, folks. We're here tonight, Michigan, big track. That's right, should be a real good one here, and I think, man, we're going to have a really good race These guys in the truck series here for the Spartan Sim Racing League. Doing it big here tonight. Hear who your favorite driver is, who you got. Should be good. Stay tuned. Qualifying underway right now. Good field out here too. 20-some machines. Good, nice. All right, little warm-up time here. They'll have a driver's meeting. Good shot there, Michigan. Then we'll set the field here. Go racing tonight. Good one here. Spartan Sim Racing League here for the Spartan Sim graphics. This place done here. Get in. Let's hear who those drivers are. Spartan Sim Racing League here. If you look for a good league to run on Thursday nights, guys, men out here definitely will you out. Still warm up here. Spartan Sim Racing League here tonight. Michigan style. Now, Michigan is a bigger track. It's a 2-mile track. So it's about 0.5, 0.66 off of what Daytona and Talladega would be. But still a pretty huge style track. You know, you look at this place and the history and everything that it has, and it's awesome. Been here for a while. But also along with that, you know, tracks like, well, used to be Auto Club. Auto Club was a 2-mile track. Kind of was supposed to mimic it, but Auto Club, for some reason, I don't know, this track looks bigger than what it is. You know, some tracks, they appear bigger. They are. And this is one of them. Got a lot of 1-mile style tracks that are the same way too. So you just never know. As we're getting set here to go, green flag racing tonight, Michigan style. Got a little warm up going on. They got the drivers meeting. Guys will get out there for the final time to maybe see what they got on the tune wise, heat up the tires a little bit, fine tune their steering. They can't do too much because these are fixed style setups. You can adjust steering ratio, you know, maybe calculate what your pit strategy is going to be. Get up with your teammate if you got one. If you don't got a teammate, then get all your little telemetry set up. We're getting set here to grid them up here tonight. Let's look at it right quick. Show you the grid here. Man out front, Rob Yost, that is, Jr. Blair Holloman, he's going to start second. Dallas Pack, he's right there in the third. Jason Crackley, I know, said it wrong. Third and fourth. Evan Ethel, he's there in fifth. Doug Fuge, he's starting in the sixth. We got old Ben Stewart's there in seventh. Christopher Kack, he's going to start there in eighth. Cody Kieran starting in the ninth place spot. We got Tom Ringer, he's starting 10th. Then Baron 11th place, James Staples. Then you got Brad Aldance starting in the 12th. Look through the rest of this field. It's a good solid one here tonight. A lot of good drivers, a lot of good teams, a lot of good paint jobs out here. We'll definitely get to showing those. Love watching the paint jobs, seeing them out here. The guys put a lot of effort into them. And also you got the sim racing graphics too. They probably got a lot of them out here that have done their paints for them. You're looking for a good paint job? Looking for anything that looks good on the track? Check out Sim Racing Graphics. We got the Premiere setup also. Sponsoring here the channel. Getting set to go, green flag, 60 laps here. Michigan, you'll probably see some side-by-side for a while. I'm going to say if they go green flag long enough, though, it'll kind of pan out back to not all the way single file, but it will go a little bit, you know, double files. We're getting set here. Here we go. Pace car takes that hard left turn off on pit road. Fans in the stands, they're about to go stand up high here as we go racing tonight. Michigan Sim Racing, Sim Graphics here. Sim Racing, Spartan Sim Racing League. Lap 1 in the books now. Rob Yost, he's out front. Leading this pack, you got your high line, the low line. Dallas right here behind him. Trucks down on the inside trying to see what they can do. Draft plays a factor here at this track. A lot of bobbing and weaving going on. The battle right here about third, fourth, and fifth place spot. See, the trucks are going side by side to get a little loose here at this track too. You wouldn't think you would, but you do. Kind of slide that truck just a little bit coming out of the turn. And the next thing you know, bam. Could also get tight here. See where that black line is right there, kind of up on the bottom. It's kind of like a line right there at the very bottom. You want to put those left tires right there. Look out, it's mess back here. Around about 12, 13 place spot. You're jockeying around for position. The battle's all over the track right now. As the leader is trying to set sail. He probably won't be able to set sail too far in front. Kieran right now looking good in the SSR machine. He's got Staples right there with him, Westwood. Trying to tear them in these trucks up. They're looking very, very good out here so far. Bass Pro Shop. Meanwhile, Rob Yost still patrolling the field. But he's got Holloman right there tucked up on his back bumper. Goes up just a little bit high. Gonna leave that back door open? No, maybe. Dallas Pats, he's gonna be able to put that thing in there. No, he's gonna lose a little momentum coming out of turn 4, and you will. Kind of a momentum style turn. See the top 3 still kind of single file. Here comes Stevens on the bottom. Ben Stevens, that is. Ethelman right there too. He's in 4th. You got Ben Stevens. He's going to fall back because he's going to lose that momentum. Jason Crackey's right there too in the 6th place spot. Westwood hanging on the 2nd still. Side by side, nose to tail racing. Coming out of 4 to the line. Rob Yost going to take it this time by again. He's led them all. Now we got a freight train up front. You see him single file for a while, and the guy dive down on the inside to try to see if he can't get a run. Just can't quite get that what he needs. Oh, truck out with the pace in the back. Who is that? Number 8 machine. Kevin Martin. He got it. Thing got all kind of loose. Wicked on him. Still running strong. Yost out front. Battle here around about 4th place spot too. Good racing so far. 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Solid run so far from these guys. Good here out front still. Yost in control. All right, Yost still in control of this one. Out front, Holloman hangs on right behind him. Glued up on that bumper. See, that's the top two so far. Yost is strong. Ethel's still right there in third, but he's falling back about a half second. Now he's got Westwood tucked up on his back tail bumper. And you got Jason Kratt, he's right there along with him. Cody Curran. Curran's looking strong also. You got Ben Stevens. Dave's falling back about a couple spots, but he's locked up in a duel here with Dallas Pat. Got several other looking trucks back here too. Looking out the back door here. James Staples. He sees a pack of machines coming up. Boom! Oh! We looked in the inside the hood of his. He got a bumper. Bumper full of him. 3 wide. You can do that here. It's wide enough. I don't know if it's going to be beneficial or not, but it's wide enough to get it done. So far now they go side by side, still right here with Staples and company, around about the 12th place spot. Running order so far too. Big track, Michigan style. Oh, little contact, he almost got doored. Be interesting to see when pit stops happen here tonight. Oh, truck up in the wall, gonna lose a lot of spots. That's old Jason Kratt. He got tucked up there and magnetized to it. Nothing he could do. Everybody had to jockey around for position. They're still racing hard around the 12th, 13th place spot. Because they're getting a little bump, boom. Young Money himself right there. You don't want to do a lot of bumping into turns. You got on the side of that truck. Hey. Hope we've got a side view or not. Ratfink. Well, that's old school right there. Well, that takes it back to the day. Ratfink. Nice. Good battling going on up front. You got Tom Ringer right now in 13th place spot. Yost still controlling this one though. Holloman out front. Ben Stevens there with him. And Westwood. Oh, got loose. Closed the gap up real quick. Wasn't Karen, but boy, I'll tell you what, I think it was Dave right there. He closed that gap up real quick on Ethel. Now he's going to take that spot away from him. Don't be shy out there. Let me know who your favorite driver is. Who you rooting on? Who you got? Yost out front so far. Holloman hanging on the second. We got Fuse right there along with him and Stevens. Dallas Pat sitting in a bird seat. Ben Stevens right now. sitting right there in fourth. Dallas Pat, he's the man sitting in fifth. They're all nose to tail for a moment. You can see how this momentum takes. Go a little bit low. Let it swing way up high. Come out of four. Still can't get that momentum run. Very nice pace right now. All right, pit stops underway. Like Ghost took his, so it looks like they can go about 21 laps. If they can do that, well, two-stop race if it goes green. Caution could mess all that up though. Holloman takes over the top spot. He pitted on lap 20. Pat back here pitted on lap 21. I don't think the tires are going to make a huge difference. I think track position here might be key. And the one thing about green flag stops is it does split the field up, as we can see right now. Stevens hanging on to third. I will see what those tires do. 1 lap difference tires. They could make a huge difference. This is one of these momentum style races though. Or tracks, that is. Well, the momentum kind of takes you around this place. Stevens right now closing up on the back end there, Pat. Actually in a lap car, my bad. Ooh, got a little loose in front of him too. Actually, that's Ben Stevens. Westwood's the one's closing up on the back end there, Stevens. Made him just a little bit wiggly. You see Yost back there, who was actually leading before. He pitted on lap 19. So he's going to have to stretch this one to make it a 2-stop race. Oh, little contact there. Stevens into the wall hard.
Yellow flag is out.
Caution. Wow. Just like that, night done. Not done yet, but yeah, look. It got loose, got a little contact, then I'll drive the wall. The magnetized bumper in iRacing. At least he got it back. So if you're in the back of the field, you might actually see everybody come in. I mean, at this point, you've run, come in, why not put tires on? Especially if you're 10th, maybe 15th on back, 10th on back. I'm coming in 4 tires and fuel. Because I might, if this thing goes green the rest of the way, you never know. I mean, you could actually get out front and get a huge lead on this field. We'll see what the strategy involves here. What do y'all think? Do you pit as the leader, though? Yeah. Oh, no. Faked them out. And like I said, yeah, about from 10th on back, you had a couple takers up front come in. But about that 10th place on back, they all came in. So, yeah, you're back there. That's a no-brainer. Come on in, get your tires. Get you some fuel. You know now you're going to be sitting pretty if this thing goes green. Well, folks, it's been a good one here tonight. Spartan Sim Racing League here for the Spartan Sim Racing Graphics. Check us out here in Michigan tonight. I'm going to step away, take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back in just a few.
Hi, I'm Blaine Smith, the Executive Director of Team Red, White, and Blue, and I want to take a minute just to welcome you on board and let you know that we're proud to have you as a new member of our team. This short video is a way for us to give you an idea of what you can expect from your experience at Team Red, White, and Blue, and also what we expect from you in return. Something that's really, really important to the fabric of our organization is our Eagle ethos. It's just 6 words, but they mean a lot to us, and they guide us in all we do. Those 6 words, passion, positivity, people, commitment, camaraderie, and community, are more than just organizational values. They're what we're all about and what we strive to work for in all of our programs and in every single one of our interactions. The next thing I want you to know is that we are an inclusive organization by design. We're open to veterans of all eras, of all ages, branches of service, combat experience, as well as active duty service members, their families, their friends, and just supportive members of the community that come out and take part in our mission. Every single person is important to what we do. All are welcome, and we look forward to seeing you all out there.
And then if you want to, just a little bit about how the foundation helped you.
You know, I was in a pretty serious deal, as most people know about. It's a pretty tough deal, very traumatic for my family. A lot of stuff that we went through that people would never understand. Without the assistance from the Steve King Foundation and several other donors as well, we could have come out of that thing in financial ruin. But it just takes a lot out of your family just to go through rehabilitation, all the medical bills. There's so many hidden expenses and stuff that you would never know about until you actually get involved in something like that. And you know, and even if you help somebody out with 500 or 1,000 or 100, whatever it is, you know, it means a ton to the person, you know, just to be able to live and to get through these things. It takes an ungodly amount of money, time, effort, patience, you know, with the families, the doctors, you know, to be able to get through a traumatic experience. And, you know, with the Steve King Foundation, it makes everything a lot better.
All right, here we go. We're going to line them up side by side. Get set to go back green. Michigan style here tonight. Pace cars in. Green flags about to fly. Holloman and Company up front. And you got some guys on new tires, guys on old tires. Some of the ones in the back that pitted, they just took fuel. Green flag. Holloman gets a good start out front over Dave right now. Westwood. Hayden. Brad, that is. Sellers right there along with him. Got Kieran. Top 6 right now. Robert Bissall Jr. Rob Yost caught in the mix back here. Battle for second, third. Huge Westwood hanging on side by side, door to door. The pack is all lined up though. Meanwhile, still, man, out front you got Holloman holding on to it with a thread. Up front, Alden, he's right there on the outside trying to see if he can't claw around the outside. We're halfway home in this one. Dave's trying to hang on for everything he's got there in the second place spot. Hollidan, though. Brad. Bad Brad. Looking good. Well, he's got a pusher, too. He's got this man right there. You can see it all on his bumper. Pushing him through the turn. Up front battle for the lead. Here comes Brad to the outside. Is he going to be able to get it? Holloman, though, man. Good one. Old car to wall. Truck up there. He tapped it. Everybody's trying to jockey around for position back here to get away. Got a lot of room on this track to get that done. Unfortunately, I think that was not Cody Kieran, but the truck that looked just like him. Meanwhile, up front battle. It's heating up side by side. It's a plate race here. Brad's going to take that outside lane. Holloman there on the inside. Is he just going to be able to drive right by him? We'll see. He's going to need some momentum to get it done. Inside's going to get a little bit loose. He's shoot down the back stretch. Still got a nose out front in that machine. We'll see what he can do in 3 and 4. He's going to get a big push here. Right before he gets in 3, that's going to help him along to get in front. Not able to get down, though. Here comes the 8 machine into this one. Side by side, he gets tight, though. That's what happens coming out of 4. Want that truck to go straight up the track. See, the tightness there hurt Blair, on the inside. Holloman. Brad takes the lead, though. Westwood along with him. 1 and 2, though, you can stay low. 3 and 4, you want to stay low, come out high. Down that back stretch one more time. Going to get another shove here. Boom, right in the back. Going to send him sailing. Good shot right there, too, to show you. Right along on board here. Westwood to show you because he has actually been bump drafting at the right time. He had to let up just a little bit there because you don't want to bump draft going into the turn. Those two guys are keeping the high lane rolling, but you can see the low line on 1 and 2, place you want to be. And Holloman was able to get up there in the top. He was able to slide up there, block off that run that he was going to have. Meanwhile, still heating up back here in 3rd and 4th place spot. They're duking it out. Hornet's nest happening. Martin right here with them. They're still neck and neck. Nose to tail. And wheel to wheel. Racing in Michigan here. Spartan sim racing graphics. They look good. They're racing good. They got good talent on the track. I'm loving it. Hope you are too. Appreciate you tuning in.
Caution, yellow flag.
Oh, big contact, big wreck. Caution is out. We got trucks everywhere. Started right up here up front. Westwood, boom, the 8 got clipped. Bam. He almost went over. Oh, we did get a truck go over, the 22 machine. I think that's Dave. Dave went a flying. Oh, they just got him and the 8 got contacted together. Dave was sliding through the field. Next thing you know, bam! Upside down. Then he went for a ride. If we can't ride along here with Dave. And the 8 came up a little bit. They got contact. Then from there, he almost had her saved right here. And just, oh, nothing he could do. A lot of tore up trucks. Well, as far as the pit situation goes from this point on, I still think it's early. I think what you do here is you obviously pit, get 4 tires and fuel. But if you want to see, and another car, truck right back there slid around on pit road. But if you want to see if you can make it, maybe come in right there at that last little bit. And come in and top it off. Might be able to make it. They can go about 20 to 21 laps. We're sitting at 24. Now these caution laps will help. And then the caution here, let's step away. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back in a few.
And then if you want to, just a little bit about how the foundation helped you.
You know, I was in a pretty serious deal, as most people know about. It's a pretty tough deal, very traumatic for my family. A lot of stuff that we went through that people would never understand. Without the assistance from the Steve King Foundation and several other donors as well, we could have come out of that thing in financial ruin. But it just takes a lot out of your family just to go through rehabilitation, all the medical bills. There's so many hidden expenses and stuff that you would never know about until you actually get involved in something like that. And and even if you help somebody out with 500 or 1,000 or 100, whatever it is, it means a ton to the person, just to be able to live and to get through these things. It takes an ungodly amount of money, time, effort, patience, with the families, the doctors, to be able to get through a traumatic experience. And, with the Steve King Foundation, it makes everything a lot better.
Hi, I'm Blaine Smith, the Executive Director of Team Red, White, and Blue, and I wanted to take a minute just to welcome you on board and let you know that we're proud to have you as a new member of our team. This short video is a way for us to give you an idea of what you can expect from your experience at Team Red, White, and Blue, and also what we expect from you in return. Something that's really, really important to the fabric of our organization is our Eagle ethos. It's just 6 words, but they mean a lot to us, and they guide us in all we do. Those 6 words: passion, positivity, people, commitment, camaraderie, and community are more than just organizational values. They're what we're all about and what we strive to work for in all of our programs and in every single one of our interactions. The next thing I want you to know is that we are an inclusive organization by design. We're open to veterans of all eras, of all ages, branches of service, combat experience, as well as active duty service members, their families, their friends, and just supportive members of the community that come out and take part in our mission. Every single person is important to what we do. All are welcome, and we look forward to seeing you all out there.
And then if you want to, just a little bit about how the foundation helped you.
You know, I was in a pretty serious deal, as most people know about. It's a pretty tough deal, very traumatic for my family. A lot of stuff that we went through that people would never understand. Without the assistance from the Steve King Foundation and several other donors as well, we could have come out of that thing in financial ruin. But it just takes a lot out of your family just to go through rehabilitation, all the medical bills. There's so many hidden expenses and stuff that you would never know about until you actually get involved in something like that. And and even if you help somebody out with 500 or 1,000 or 100, whatever it is, it means a ton to the person, just to be able to live and to get through these things. It takes an ungodly amount of money, time, effort, patience, with the families, the doctors, to be able to get through a traumatic experience. And, with the Steve King Foundation, it makes everything a lot better.
Oh, back green. Already a little bit of contact going on in the back here. Like we're back under yellow also. See what happened here. This one was wild. We went back green. Next thing you know, oh, Robert Yost was involved. Oh, Yost just came up the track. 59 was there. Gotta get that spotter to let you know if they're clear or not. We went quick green, back quick caution. Now do you come in? I think we're good. Did he come in and top it off? That's the question. What do you think? All right, pit stop. So now everybody's going to top it off. Some take 4 tires. I think the 4-tire strategy might actually work out pretty well here. I think that actually might be the best play. Got a couple drivers that stayed out. Charles Abbott and Jamie Howe. Maybe they're hoping for a late caution. I think I still would have came in. Unless they're confident they can go the entire distance. I don't know. I don't think they can. All right. Line back up. Get them going. Spartan Sim Racing. The league here tonight with Spartan Sim Racing Graphics. They'll get you hooked up. They got good designs here. All right, everybody, tell your spotter, say, look, wake up. Don't fall asleep on me. Look like one of them. Hey, you're clear. Wrong. Hey, what's up, Yost? You were clear? But didn't look clear. We'll watch again. It didn't look clear. Not from the angle we saw. But let's watch another angle. Hey, there's always more than one angle. Let's watch this angle. And let's see. It looks like, man, wasn't clear, but he kind of came down a little bit from that angle. What do you think?
Green.
Contact between the two. Nonetheless, we're going back green. Hey, I hate it for you there, Yost. I mean, you had a good machine, nonetheless. Like you said. Just bad timing. I still say tell your spotter next time, wake up. Okay? Hopefully you get that thing fixed and get back out here and run some more. Up front, though. Battle for the lead. Holloman there with it with Abbott. Holloman's there. Abbott's there along on the backside. Howard. Yeah, they were the ones that did not pit. Everybody else had pitted. Guess what? They're coming to the front. I'm interested to see what the new tires will do. The guys back here with Westwood, Ringer, Alden, what they will do on those new tires. To see Westwood right now, he's leading the pack there with the newer, fresher tires. Can he get up here? Does it make that big of a difference? Yost, if you're watching, let me know. It's been a while since I've raced on Michigan. I know tires can sometimes matter, but do you think Westwood, or is it just too much of a momentum track like Auto Club, where track position really is king? Because him right now close up at the back end here of Vision. Westwood's there. He's going to close up on the back door of him. Got him a little bit squirrely. Going to shoot it off down on the inside of him. Holloman still, man, doing good out front. Very well of a race right now. These guys, man, nose to tail. 3 trucks out front. Westwood is on the move. Going to get up here and get Kodak. If he can't film himself. It'll be a Kodak moment. Here in just a second. Blows right by him. Looks like right now you see Besall Jr. working the back door there. Abbott. Holloman still out front. Here comes Westwood. You see those 4 trucks tucked up. Here comes the momentum run to the outside. No, his spotter's going to say he was clear. Oh, got him a little bit wiggly. He got his tail end jiggling. Westwood's there. Shoots it to the outside door of him. Oh, he lost a little momentum in that turn. No, here he comes back, firing back. Is he going to get him off down the back stretch here? The 44 machine there. Man, Besall says, no, not today. I'm going to look to the inside of the 07 of Abbott. Holloman there. He's going to get a shove by Westwood. Westwood's going to push him there. He's going to the outside. He's utilizing that high line. He needs it. He's going to get cut off a little bit here in 4, though. Oh, a little bit of contact to the back bumper. He was knocking. You're knocking, but you can't come in. Keep a knocking, but you can't pass me. That's what he's saying right now. Loses a little bit of momentum. You see, man, Besall has been able to get the run down the back stretch. Oh, contact made. Puts it into the wall there. That's going to let the 33 of Vincent, excuse me. He got the momentum. He said, hello, see you later. Went to the inside. Westwood's going to have to gather it up, get back up here and see what he can do again. Man, just like that, tossing and turning. Westwood says, hey, look, Chris, man, it looked good, that slingshot move you put on me. But I got new tires. I got to go. Go time now. 14 to go here tonight. Solid race here at Michigan. Spartan Sim Racing League here, along with Spartan Sim Racing Graphics. And they look good on the track. Out front, Holloman's running for his life. He's got a man snapping pictures behind him. We saw, but here comes Westwood on those new tires. Is time going to run out on him? I don't think so. I think Westwood's got plenty of time to run down Holloman out front. Holloman's probably wishing, man, I should have took the tires, because right now they are what I need. He's good on fuel, but the tires aren't. So the top guys are definitely good. You got a truck man back there slapping the wall. Who is that? That's Howell and Curran. Actually, it's a lap machine. My bad. Cody Curran, he was able to get around him. First truck a lap down, unfortunately, Dave. He had a pretty good run going on earlier. Got caught up in a mess and got flipped upside down. Went for a wild ride. Unfortunate for Robert Yost out of the race here tonight. Hope you're out there watching, Robert. You had a fast machine, a good hot rod. Sometimes been racing. Sometimes you're the bug, sometimes you're the windshield. Sometimes you're the windshield or you're the bug on the windshield. Tonight, I think you were the bug on the windshield. The windshield just popped out and got you. Meanwhile, battle for the lead. You see the battle right behind them. It's brewing for the top spot. It's brewing for third and fourth. How long does Westwood sit back here and ride patient behind him? What do you think? Let me know. If he gets that high line running, if he gets that momentum, I think it won't be long, and I think he just got it right there. He has been the man that's been able to utilize that high lane. Besaw right here is a good one. Coming up on some lap traffic, but Westwood right now with those 4 tires has been able to utilize it all the time since the last caution. Holloman is the man on the move too. Don't know if that lap truck, but you see right there, Holloman has to drop down behind him in second. Meanwhile, back here, the battle for third. Vincent, man, he's right there on the back end here, Robert. They're going to take it nose to tail. We're coming up with 7 to go, so it's go time. Run what you brung. Business is picking up. If you ain't got enough, well, better call home, because you're about done. See right there, you got Holloman, Besaw, and Vincent, top 4. Who's going to be the top 3? Westwood, for the moment, is riding off in the sunset. He's trying to get away from Holloman. Holloman still has a shot at this. I mean, as long as he can stay right there, tucked up on the back bumper, he's got it. The little truck goes sideways a little bit. Shows you how close it is. Holloman, he's going to stay in that draft. The bad thing is, though, with his tires, he's going to have to stay in the tire tracks of Westwood. But he's going to have to find another lane. And that other lane will not be the optimal lane that he's going to need. He needs the lane that Westwood's got right now. Besaw still hanging on Robert. Here to third place, but Vincent's tearing up the back door. Trying to mow him down. He possibly can. Look from the hood here. You're going to get a run down the back stretch. Not quite yet. They're kind of dead even. I mean, look at the times for the top guys. 31, 34, 42, 42, 40. Wow. That's the top 5 right there. They're all under a blanket. That just shows you how hard it is to pass at a track like this. Still out there, Yost, getting that truck fixed, beating and banging with a hammer. Meanwhile, the battle up front. Westwood has not been able to pull away like I thought he would, but he still has a kind of comfortable lead for Michigan standards. And Holloman is there. One little bobble by Westwood, one little mess up, one little nick on how he enters those turns and loses momentum, and Holloman's going to be right there to pounce. As we're getting down to the closing laps, 3 to go here, folks. Been a solid race tonight. Michigan style here. You see Holloman now. He's going to test the waters on the inside. I don't know if he's got enough tire to hold it down to the inside, but he's coming. Got a good run off of turn 2 down the bad stretch. It'll be interesting to see what he can do in 3 and 4. Westwood, though, man, goes in soft. Actually, excuse me, Westwood. Yeah, he goes in soft. Holloman goes in a little bit hard. He's got to let that truck man scoot up the track. Remember, coming to the line, he doesn't have to pass him. He just got to get his nose out. Well, if that was a battle to the lead, there Westwood would have took it by nose. I think the outside is the place to be going into 3 and 4. Perfect line going into 1 and 2 there for Holloman. He comes out of it. A little bit of contact in the wall there by Westwood. He lost some momentum. They are still neck and neck. They're going to come to the white flag this time by. If he has anything, now's the time to do it. He might have had a pretty good run this time coming out of 4. Not going to be. Who's going to drag? Race to the line. That time he got it. White flag. It don't matter what happens in the back. Solid battle here for the lead, folks. Holloman, Westwood, side-by-side attitude, down the bad stretch for the final time here. Does Holloman have enough to hold him off, or does Westwood? Is he going to be able to run that outside line? He's got to get it perfect. I would say pinch him down. Don't let him get momentum. He drove it in hard. I think that might be the mistake, because that man's going to be able to drive it out of the turn, and he's going to be able to pass him out of 4. Blair Holloman takes the win here tonight over Westwood. And B-Saw's going to bring her home in 3rd. Man, what a finish. You don't like that kind of racing? We'll start playing a lawnmower simulator on the channel for you. Holloman, Westwood and Company. Wow. All right, let's bring these guys up here. Robert, Joe, in the mood, you got a copy?
I gotcha.
Well, man, I'll tell you what, out there looked good, got 3rd place. Take us through. Was you a little worried about, maybe losing 3rd, some of them guys back there, because how was the tire wear out here on this track?
Yeah, I was absolutely worried about it. I figured I was just kind of doing all the legwork for everybody else, saving tires. I couldn't get my rears to cool down at all, so I was just kind of stuck having to run a little higher than I wanted to be. Yeah, I was worried. I was really surprised nobody mounted a run there.
No doubt, able to hold them off, kind of momentum style track. Looked good, got 3rd. Got anybody you want to thank?
Just my friends and family that are watching, and obviously you guys for broadcasting. I appreciate it.
There you go. That's old Robert Besaw, man, looking strong. Let's bring this man up here, Westwood. Westwood, Joe in the booth, you got a copy?
Yes, I do. How's it going, Joe?
Pretty good. What a battle up front there. I know you had the better tires. But I got to ask, maybe there at the end, it looked like you bobbled coming into 3 and 4, drove it in a little harder. But take us through that last lap.
Yeah, the last lap, both corners. I tried a little too hard, I think. I had the mentality of maybe I had him cooled down enough where I could still go all out, no lift in both set of corners. It worked okay in 1 and 2, but yeah, in 3 and 4, it started pushing to the wall. I had to burp it just a hair, and I think that was all Blair needed. And he did a great job there in that last set of corners by getting it to stick there on the bottom.
Absolutely.
But yeah, that was all she wrote. I was hoping we'd be side by side coming to the line, but that's just how it goes sometimes.
Yeah, a lot of this track, man, can be kind of confusing. It is a momentum style track. You look strong, though, had those tires, came through the field. Man, you got anybody want to thank, though, for a good finish?
Yeah, I want to thank the guys that hang out with me over here. You got Jason, Evan, Brad. I want to thank Dave and Jordan for putting on a good show over here, and for you for putting on a great show up in the booth.
There you go, man. Old Kyle Westwood bringing it home in second. But the guy, man, here tonight, he did it. Held them all off here. Holloman. Blair, Joy in the booth. You got a copy?
Loud and clear. How's it going?
Pretty good. Well, I know you had to be a little worried. He had the better tires on you, but that looked like that last bobble there in 3 and 4 on him, and you was able to pull it off and hold it down low. I mean, take us through those final laps.
Yeah, I know Kyle can roll the outside really well here. And last season he was really good running here, but yeah, I knew my only chance to pass him or stay relatively ahead of him would be to his inside, and I went to the inside there in 1 and 2, and I lifted early, knowing that we get to midway around the corner, I'd have to be full throttle, and I got back in the gas, and I was feeding the steering wheel to the right a little bit there because it's starting to step out. But I saw I was ahead of him going down the backstretch. I'm like, well, I'm going to throw this thing as low as it can go in turn 3 and 4, and hopefully it sticks. I threw it in 3 and 4, and I saw midway through the corner he was drifting back, and I was like, all right, so I don't have to completely stay flat in the gas here. I was just like, all right, we got to the straightaway, and smooth sailing the start-finish line. I'm glad that I was able to clear him when I did, because we would have came off 3 and 4, and he was on my outside. He would have had that.
Yeah, it definitely looked strong. I mean, he had the one run there. He looked like he backed up the turn in 3 and 4, and I said, that's a great run there. Had the momentum. And then like what he said in his talk, he just kind of overdrove to 3 and 4. You had the momentum. Held on, though, man. Good run for you. Got the win. You got anybody you want to thank?
Yeah, there's a couple people I'd like to thank. My team was Eos Racing. I know, all in all, we really didn't have too much of a good night there. Eos getting wrecked and Jordan having damage. Dave, although he went for a ride, truck still drove, which is awesome to see it.
He was trying to fly.
Oh yeah, he was definitely in the air. A couple quick people. My dad, I know he's watching, so hope my dad was entertained by that. And the 2 sponsors that are normally on the truck, I know I always run an RCR throwback, but there's a Holloman Auto Parts that's ran by my cousin Tad, and ACR Auto Core Recycling is ran by my buddy Brian Lefevre. I know they'll be happy to see that I got another win here.
Absolutely. Well, there you go. Blair Holloman, man, doing what he needed to do tonight. Got it in victory lane. Folks, it was a thriller coming to the line here at Michigan for the Spartan Sim Racing League. Well, for myself and everyone, I hope you enjoyed it. Have a good night.